Hello, everyone! Leo Margets is about to live the ultimate moment for any poker player, the World Series of Poker Main Event Final Table. But before play resumes, a special day awaits the 9 contenders. No poker on the schedule today, but the agenda is full because the most important match of a lifetime doesn't improvise itself. Fortunately, Leo can rely on strong support in these crucial hours. Inside the mind of a main event finalist, get ready for a rare look behind the scenes.
So, well done.
Thank you.
History. How does that feel?
I'm super out. Like, I haven't been checking much social network or my phone in general because I know it's not gonna make me any good now to get such a rush.
You stayed focused this year.
Very focused.
Yeah.
Like since day 4, I haven't gotten much to social network or anything. I mean, I know people are not very happy because I refused all the interviews. Like I haven't done a single interview.
You're here now.
Yes. So, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah, that's great. And it is worth it. We'll add a few pictures or this or that, and so just have fun with it. Do your best, and we'll make you look good.
Okay. Cool.
First female to make the final table since 1995, and making history in the process. Has that dawned on you at all? Do you think about that part of it?
I don't. To be honest, I don't. I know it's huge. I mean, I'm guessing it's huge because I'm getting a lot of images, of messages. But at the end of the day, I never gave so much importance to the fact of being the last woman standing or whatever, especially in a activity where, right, like we compete pretty much in equal conditions. So, but of course, it's nice. I mean, my mantra, my goals has been to play to be proud of myself and have fun. Because since we are here, let's have fun.
Very well said. Thank you so much for your time and thanks for coming in. We're gonna do one quick photo with you and then we'll get you out of here.
Perfect.
Thank you. You were great.
Thanks.
Yeah. If you're superstitious, don't worry, everybody does this.
All right, today it's interview day. Luckily, they told me it won't take long. It's so funny watching the videos. Oh, what? This is the real one now.
This is the real one.
Oh, they're going to let me hold the actual bracelet. All right. That's why they asked if I was superstitious. Nah, I don't care. Let's see. It's 4 o'clock. Hopefully this wraps up and I can go and relax with Steph and Adri for a bit.
So, one of the clasps came out, so I'm just gonna hold it just
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be your camera here, Leo.
What height?
Just like that, you're looking right into the camera, just like that. Just like one hand's fine. So look here and smile. Now maybe do one of these, look at the bracelet. There you go, yeah, there you go, perfect. And looking right here.
This all feels very natural,
and
right?
Smile. And
I mean, honestly, it would be really amazing
great job.
to win it. Perfect.
Actually,
Thank you so much for coming.
No worries.
Time, yeah.
Oh, great.
thank you.
That wasn't too bad.
And good luck with everything.
Thank you,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it, guys.
Hey, ça va? Merci, merci. I managed really well yesterday. Did you speak to Adri?
Yeah, he's trying to get in earlier, but it's not for sure. So maybe I'll drop you off at your place and then I'll tell you when he's ready, or you can come back to my place, whatever. You know, until he gets there.
Oh, or maybe he can drive to
That's
the
what I
Meridian.
told him. If he gets there at the same time as we had said, you know, maybe he drives straight to Meridian and then we meet him there.
Oops.
Oh, sorry. Whoop.
Yeah.
This way. Go.
Okay. And I think this is the last one. Come on. I don't even know if it's an interview or photos. Anyway.
And there, you can put your bag over here.
Yeah.
Now we have a tea right here.
Yes.
This one's gonna be looking at camera. I'm gonna rotate.
Okay,
around.
and I follow the camera all the time.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Follow.
I could have smartened myself up a bit more, to be honest,
All right. One more.
for the most important photos of my career.
Beautiful. All right. Photos. One in.
All right. Love that stance. Stay right there. And then one more time with the body pointing towards Antonio. And then right here.
Face looking.
These
at
things right now
Towards me. There you go.
aren't really what I
Chin over
feel
here.
like doing, but
Perfect. Love it. Good. Thank you.
Cool. We're good.
good.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries.
That's it. Simple. Fast.
Perfect.
Jesse wants to do an interview for WSOP.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit more. Ah,
We'll do a mic check. Put this on your shirt.
yeah.
Cool.
And Leo, the only questions I have for you.
Sorry. Here, I'll let you have. There you go.
The only questions I really want to ask you about are talk about how you, in the closer a few years ago, you're the last lady to win an open event and how incredible that was. You've already been the last woman standing before. And now, today, you know, as you go into the final table, we know we make it to history. What does it feel like? And I know, there's no words, but that's the question I'll ask you. And then to say, also, not only are you, for your own poker experience, making this amazing run, but for all the women at home who are watching, and how important and how powerful that is to them too. Yeah, I'm getting emotional. Fuck.
Yeah, no, me too. I got it out this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm already. I got the.
Oh, God damn, don't fucking cry. That's great. Okay, well, so that's it. Just those simple questions, and then anything else, just like, good luck tomorrow. That'll be very, very simple.
Vale.
Cool.
Cool. I mean, making the final table of the main event is like, as I am pronouncing the words, it looks like a dream. I mean, how lucky I am to be living what every single poker player in the world wants, and just said, okay, I'm gonna play every hand, next hand, the best I can, and enjoy the ride.
Wonderful. Thank you, Leo. We're rooting for you. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you. Look at the microphone.
All right, I'm off. I want to leave the horseshoe now.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. So, well, Adri, thanks for being here. That's really nice of you to come out in support.
Mucho.
So yeah, just to bring you up to date on how it's been going. So we've been having meetings every day, I guess, for the last 5-6 days, talking about 100% of the mental game, I guess, more than anything else. Your strategy you've already decided. So maybe we can explain to Adri a little bit what goals you've set for yourself, so that he knows where we're at. And I thought today was a good opportunity to discuss again if there's anything more to be discussed, and see how Adri may help with his experience and, with the fact that he's been in these situations.
I think from day one, and I haven't changed it, not because I didn't want to change it, because when I reflected again on my goals, every day they ended up being the same. It was play in a way that I'm proud of myself, being able to justify to myself, not to anyone else, why I make every decision. And being like present all the time, taking time to think, not being scared to face uncomfortable moments, because if you wanna be in the elite, you're gonna have to embrace uncomfortable moments, because this is part of the game we play. If you just want easy moments, play parches. And I said I wanted to have fun. I don't think I've ever enjoyed so much. When I've discovered also throughout that if I have fun, I play so much better. I can express way more myself in the poker table.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you're an emotional person, so you need to express yourself.
And if I don't,
if you contain all the emotions, you probably didn't feel secure of your game plan too. So yeah, I think it's amazing goals.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think the one thing that really was helpful in what you said, from my perspective, was really that moment where we discussed this about the uncomfortable spots, right? You remember that there was this big decision that you had to make, or a bluff, or when you tried to get rid of a hand. and then once you started to be okay with the fact that sometimes you just would not have an answer, you know, like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
For me, it felt like it was really a tipping point where, you know, when you accepted, yeah, okay, there will be some moments where I'll be very uncomfortable, lost, I won't know what to do. But if I accept it and if I actually find a way to learn out of that, then all of a sudden it seems like you started really to enjoy yourself more, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
But that's part of the game. I mean, the game of poker is so complex that even the elite players make mistakes every day, every fucking day. I mean, the poker is so difficult. Especially live poker, every situation is so unique and have a different solution every time. So you have to embrace to make a mistake, and it's not a big deal. I mean, you're gonna all the people on the final table will make mistakes, all of them, and then you have to try to get your best version, and that's the focus that you have to put. But don't be afraid of making mistakes, because that will give you a bigger mistakes, because you try to avoid mistakes and you will play way worse.
You try to avoid. You put too much focus on wanting to fall asleep, you don't fall asleep. You want to put too much attention on not making mistakes, you make more mistakes.
You play for 16 years, 17 years of poker, and that experience is more valuable. There's a few tips, and that's fine. Just trust your experience during 16 years. That is way more valuable than any strategic thing that anyone can say or any solver can say. So it's important that you get a lot of self-confidence in yourself, like self-confidence or making mistakes, doesn't matter. You will face a lot of different, I mean, if the tournament going well and long, you will win big pots, you will lose a big pots, you will be like maybe chip leader and then short stack and then chip leader and then short stack, and you need to handle that emotions. And I think if you handle that emotion good, you have a good shot to make a huge result. But even if you do your best, you could finish ninth, and that's something that you need to be aware. You could play perfect for 1 hour, even in the first hand you can bust.
I know.
And you need to be aware of that too. But also you can win the tournament. And I think yesterday when I was with you, I feel like you were celebrating the moment, but it's still not a celebration. We celebrate when you finish. I mean, you have a big 2 days of work. Like you need to perform your best, and then after finish, okay, you finish ninth.
It's a milestone, though.
We finish sixth. We celebrate, and but you can win, and you need to trust yourself that you can win. You have a shot. Everyone at the final table has a shot, and you have a lot of experience. I think you have an edge in that final table, and I think you could win.
Do you believe that?
I do believe that.
Do you believe that? You need to believe that.
I do believe that.
Because if you don't believe that, it's gonna be so difficult.
I believe that. That's why, I mean, and I think it's gonna, just what you were saying, it's not gonna make any difference. It could even make me more, well, not more, it could create some insecurities if I start looking at sims. Yeah. And now, the confidence I have of me achieving my goals in all the 7 days, me being so present in the table, that I was feeling, really I felt at home. I feel I am where I want to be.
Live poker is, any situation is unique, and they will play different to every player, and you need to know how they perceive you, and we will work on that later. But I want you to trust yourself. That, I think, is the key. Trust yourself, trust your process. It's not the first time you play poker. You play for fucking 16 years, Leo, and you need to trust on that. I mean, I'm good at this. I do this for living for many years, and I can win this tournament. And this final table is big for everyone, that's for sure. But people will play different. It's not a normal final table. It's not like an online 200 euros buying. It's big tournament. It's life-changing money, life-changing for many people, and you have to approach that like a unique situation, but with the confidence that you will perform good and better than your opponent. Normally there is like 3-4 players who play more aggressive than the rest. 1, 2 get out, like 10th, 11th. But normally the top 3 finish are the top two guys more aggressive with fearless. And aggression in poker is really well recompensed, especially in high pressure moments. Big blocks are for big moments. This is something I have with Joao. We talk about strategy a lot of times, and I think big bluff is for the big moments because people will fall way more. It's way harder to trust your instinct and make big call when there's too much pressure than when it's. And also you have a really good image. You have to know your image, and even if you didn't feel like you are, because you are part of the poker world, but you are a girl, and they will perceive you as a girl. And normally girls play tighter.
But do you think it will affect them more, the fact that I'm a girl, than even if they saw the stream?
It's gonna be unconscious. It's gonna be, you are you weigh 30 kilos less than this. You are shorter than them. And you have long hair. And that's a fact. And that is gonna go to his mind.
More than me.
It's gonna be unconscious. It's gonna be more unconscious.
Even if they saw me.
Yeah.
Vale? No, you think it weighs more?
I think it's not weight more. Of course, your pass hand is gonna weigh too. But this type of thing, I think then you need to profile every player who is more likely to do it or who is not. But it's more likely that they try to bully you than Michael Mirachi when he is 1.9, 180 centimeters and 100 kilos. This is human nature. This is unconscious things.
I could see Mirachi three-barreling me with
bluffs.
And when he played against Lautaro.
It's different approach because Lautaro is a big guy, a strong guy. It's different. That's things. In this moment, we have to go back to our nature as humans. And when people have high pressure moments, I feel they go for his instincts way more often. And there are some people who his instinct is to be attacking, and some people who his instinct is defending and don't make mistakes. And we need to profile this. And there's some people in the final table who don't want to make mistakes, and there's some people who want to be in the highlights. And it's different approach, and you have to choose who is who and in which moment. And that is going to be big part of your strategy. And to do the right decision every time, you have to profile them. And need to be adaptive because situation can change. They are not idiots. They are playing for millions, and they know that maybe they probably bully you, and we need to find the right balance.
I wanted to touch a little bit because that's also something that I know you discussed it with Naza this morning, and I talked to him about it. Is really the emotional management. I think that's going to be key tomorrow because. To me, this has been building up a lot, throughout the whole main event from day 3, 4, 5, etc. Yesterday, I think we hit a pretty high peak, with that coin flip, where the emotions went freaking up the roof. And then I was talking to Naza this morning, and he said something that I thought was super relevant. And he said from his observation of final tables of the main event. He said usually people that are all in a huge pot, in situations like this, when they double up and there's a lot of excitement with the rail and cheering and all that stuff, usually they kind of lose focus, or at least he thinks that their level of play really drops down a lot for the next 20 minutes because the adrenaline peak is so huge that it affects them, And yesterday, I think in a way, you got affected by this.
You know what? And I know, and I'm super competitive, but fuck it, because the fact that I celebrated with the rail made this, the most incredible moment I left. And if I had been...
No, again, so, what happened is it's great. The question is, can we use some of this so that in a similar situation, because going back to what Adri said...
No, it's very important that you say that, because I'm in conflict, because...
Yeah, so I think we should talk about it. Yeah.
I honestly can say it was the most incredible moment of my poker life, even about my life, the intensity, people that love you, asking for the club, being there, wow, it's wow. And it had a toll. I ran God mode, and we had a break 10 seconds later, which was amazing. Then I
And Adri also kind of helped to kind of, you know, bring you
but
back.
if I had,
To ride the party,
that
ruin
break,
the party.
guys, I don't want to be the party, but it's 10 minutes and we are still in the fucking place.
Exactly. But again, you know, I think honestly, this is the type of topics that we need to address, because if there is a conflict, I mean, you're going to have to decide how you want to handle it in a similar situation. I mean, I don't hold an answer. Tomorrow, those big flips, they're going to be much more valuable in terms of money and emotions than yesterday, you know. And if you keep going, it's just going to go bigger and bigger. So the question is, how do you want to handle it if it happens again?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I will recommend you to enjoy the moment. You wanna go for a big all-in, but the thing is, you need to switch fast.
To be aware. To be aware that this is going to
You need to be aware that you are flying right now. I mean, I think the key is to try to go back to play in the shortest period of time. If you take it 10 minutes, it's probably too much. Try to get it in 1 or 2, and then play again.
I agree. Yeah, and actually, what we're talking about, I think, is focus, is concentration, is your ability to let the emotion, live it, experience it as high as it may be. And then your ability to come back to focus and be present again, like Adri says, maybe sometimes it takes, in an ideal world, it's going to take, 20 seconds. In reality, with texts like this, it may take more, but the question is going to be really like, how quickly do you get back to, okay, I'm back and I'm present and I'm aware of what's going on,
Djokovic, he breaks the racket. He's completely mad. After 30 seconds, he's in the next point. You will face many problems in the next days, but that's fine. You need to handle it. You need to handle it.
And I'm going to experience problems, but so will they. And,
of course.
And me being aware, I already have an edge.
They will find a lot of problems. They don't have a clue of many of the problems they will face, and that's fine. And who have an edge? The guy or the girl who perform the best after this problem happens, and that's where your focus needs to be. How I will resolve this problem.
Yeah, it's not so much about how high you want to go in emotions. It's how quickly you go back to what you have to do, right? So it's really your goals.
I am excited. Like I sometimes I'm even surprised that I don't have vertigo. A bit, I guess, but it's more curious or what's going to happen tomorrow.
I mean, that's the right.
Nobody
mindset.
knows.
Exactly.
No, but
the future you don't know. The
and
only
it's,
thing
and
you
it's
can
so
do
exciting
is what
not
you
knowing.
decide.
It's like, we always fear uncertainty or is uncomfortable. This time, this uncertainty is like so nice.
But that's that's the mindset of confidence. When you are not scared of uncertainty, when you're okay with maybe it's going to be difficult, maybe it's going to be easy, maybe it's going to be in between, and when you're okay with everything, well, you're confident because you know you're going to deal with whatever you're going to have to deal with.
You need to be comfortable in uncomfortable spots. You need to put yourself in spots that you don't feel so secure because it's going to happen. You cannot avoid every tough decision.
I did that. I don't know if you saw a hand that I opened nines, Mizraki 3-bets me, and then
He bluffed you 3 straight.
Sí, but maybe I end up folding also, but I just don't like that I didn't took the time. It was an uncomfortable moment. I folded too fast.
Yeah, way too fast, in my opinion.
No, I'm telling you.
I saw the hand.
I am reflecting on that.
And why do you think you fold?
Because of that. I think I folded because...
You don't want to bust in a bluff catch?
Yeah, I thought, but I had better hands to call than nines in that spot.
Yeah, but every spot is so unique. It's not about...
Yeah, no, but...
I think in the main event you don't need to think that much about your range. It's much more about the unique spot. It's the best decision here to call or to fold, and that's all. In the main event it's unique.
For the comfortability thing, I'd rather bust in a bluff than having to call.
Oh, yeah. You need to be confident of busting in every possible way. You can bust in many, many ways, but you need to have these weapons in your arsenal. I mean, if you are only looking for a big queens against ace king flip, okay, it's fine, but you will miss a lot of money
No, I don't think.
in the way.
And the thing, I haven't been playing with this mindset.
So the thing is,
Like-
why do you fall so fast nines there? Is more a technical thing because you think it's a fall and you decide quick, or it's more like I'm afraid of busting that way?
Or third option, you just didn't like to be uncomfortable, and you just said, okay, I get
think,
rid
no,
of the
in
uncomfort.
retrospect, I thought about it, and I think I would have folded,
Okay.
but I decided to get rid of the uncomfortability
Yeah, you
too
didn't
early.
want to be
Too fast.
uncomfortable for too long, so you just get rid of it. Yeah.
So okay, we learn from that.
Yes,
Exactly.
totally.
Awesome.
We need to learn from that. Now you will have uncomfortable spots again. Take your time. Take your time. Then decide. But don't make the emotion decide for you.
Yeah.
Make your
This is
brain
very
decide
good.
for you.
This is very good.
Intuition, but rationalize the intuition too.
I totally.
So we come back to the exact same motto, which is accept to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Just be okay
And that's
with being
happening big
uncomfortable.
mistake. There is a really big final table. Like, Nguyen say the famous phrase, if you call it's all over,
Yeah,
baby.
if you call it's all over. You remember that hand?
They were in the heads up and
in the main?
in the
And
main
Nguyen,
event,
but long time ago,
and
Scotty
Nguyen,
Nguyen. Scotty
he
Nguyen.
go all in the river against an amateur. He was a strong hand, and he said, if you call, it's all over, baby. And the guy tanked and called. And the thing is, it's good phrase to say it in a logical point because the guy was in a high pressure moment, and when people are in a high pressure moment, they want to finish it. They don't care if you win or lose because your finish is to finish.
He
It's
didn't
your
want to be
brain.
uncomfortable anymore.
He doesn't want to be uncomfortable and say, call. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But finish this.
But so
But
Scotty actually implied that, like he
Yeah.
said, if you call, it's all over. So it was like an incentive
He was
to
understanding.
get rid of
he
the
was
uncomfort. Exactly.
empathizing so much with the guy. You
course.
can get rid of all this suffering.
Yeah, you call now, it's over. So you can get rid of this. And so the guy called.
Wow.
And yeah.
In this high pressure moment, it's important that people many times go, fuck it.
Being curious, ready to be uncomfortable, enjoy, and focus on what you have to do. And concentration, like how quickly you get back to now, get back to now, get back to what you have to do now. Is there anything you want to go over?
Because there's huge ICM, but to be honest, I didn't play to grab
That's not right. I mean, that's not right. This is the biggest misconception of everyone. They say that the tournament with the biggest ICM is the main event final table. That's completely wrong.
So you think it's not?
It's the tournament with less.
You are
ICM.
giving me, you are validating my
of course.
point.
I mean, this is the tournament with less ICM. Normally, payout structure of every tournament, the difference between 9-8, 8-7, 6-5, 3-2, whatever, is normally between 25 and 30% every pay jam. In the main event is 66% increase between third and second, and 66 increase between second and first. That means it's really top-heavy payouts, and that means that the strategy
is to make it top 3.
is to try to get chips. You need to try to get chips. It's true that every elimination will give you 300k or 400k, but that's a small money compared with what your stack worth.
Yes, but
Your
this is
stack worth
mathematics.
millions,
This is
and that's
mathematics.
mathematics.
And this is mathematics. But people don't play with mathematics. People
Of course.
and this guy that is very good and has studied a lot of ICM and knows the same thing that you are telling me, knows that for 100k is twice his bankroll.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be able to implement the mathematics? Or is he gonna
And my question: are you going to be able?
See.
Yeah.
Because I played like this.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's
the important thing.
I've played, to be honest, I've played as if I was doing a GTO Wizards practice session on a like.
Okay, that's the thing.
I've been I've been.
I think to do the best strategy decision, you need to avoid the money, the money pressure.
But because I don't.
And go to 4 buys. I'm playing a game and I'm gonna win 10 million
I'm so happy
points.
I can say
10
this.
million points. It's not $10 million. It's 10 million points. And how I get the most points? Doing this thing.
Me encanta. I've been playing like this.
And now, I think the strategic part of view between 9 until 5 left, there is not much ICM. Then 5 left is a little bit different. Now
I don't even know how much money, so I wouldn't look.
After
when we get to 5, I look.
After you get 5, then strategy-wise change a little
I know
bit,
it's 10
and
million
there is
for
a little bit more of ICM. But between 9 and 5, there is not much. The payments are really small compared with the value of your stack. So you need to play hands, and you need to
maximize your chance to get to the top 3.
maximize your chance.
But I wanna make the right decision. I don't wanna not make a decision because of the fear of busting if I think is the good decision.
Okay. It's a good thing we talked so much about decisions at the seminar. The story continues, and the first thing I told you was like it's just starting now. As we got out of the table, I say we're only getting started.
And every hour is gonna be more difficult.
No,
That's the thing. Every hour the stakes are gonna be higher and higher and higher and more pressure, and every hour you play is gonna be more difficult, and that's fine. That's fine, and you will enjoy the moment, but perform too, and try to forget about the camera, the attention, the people, and do the right decision.
And
don't think how is these people while thinking of this game or this call or with that. You need to be ready, really ready to make a big mistake. You have to be ready, because if you are not ready, you won't perform good. I'm so sure about that.
I will be ready.
You need to be ready to punt it and to fuck it and to everyone to say how bad you play. And that's fine.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
They are not in your situation. They are not in your shoes. Their opinion doesn't matter. And the only thing that matters is how you think in that moment about that play. If you think it's the right play, do it. That's all. Yeah.
Awesome.
Focus and take the breaks. The breaks are important too.
Yes. And embrace also that we've discussed this. I'm determined to have fun, to enjoy the moment, but I'm sure the moment I enter in the final table, I will feel something.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna be prepared, but but because now we have my intentions, the goals, and everything clear, and I know it will happen. But I'm aware that for, I hope, little minutes, 2, 3. The environment of being in the fucking final table of the fucking main event will run in my blood.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's good.
It will, it will do in everyone.
Enjoy the moment.
Yes.
Deal with it and enjoy the moment, but then come back quick, perform.
Yeah, and I have a stack that I can, I feel I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, that's good. You will do it great, I'm sure.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Awesome.
That
was pretty good.
And it's okay, I'm being lesionada del hamstring. Y as I was telling Steph, I don't care, I can buy a new leg.
Now you have money to buy new legs.
You buy me 2 knees first and the shoulder.
Yeah.
No, lo único que no puedo hacer es sentarme.
Bueno, vas a tener que sentarte un rato mañana, pero bueno.
Sí.
All good.
All good, guys?
Super good.
All right, awesome. So yeah, we talk in the morning when you're ready.
I pass by around whatever. I'll call you in the morning after my routine.
And I told you, but anything you need, that text me. And I'm not the guy who is gonna push you. If you want something from me, just tell me.
I am already curious, but I think it will happen more in game, in the break, because now.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what my doubts
are. Yeah, after 2 hours, maybe.
My doubts are more abstract, like what could I say? Specific.
You need to be in the flow. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's fine. Or maybe you don't need me.
No,
that's fine.
No, but
that's
you know
totally fine because you are secure, you are confident, you have your game plan, you don't need anyone, and perform.
Or maybe I want to talk to you about a hand that we played.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Super.
All right, guys.
Good.
I see you tomorrow.
I'll drive you back?
Yeah.
I'm so ready for tomorrow. What I've achieved is incredible, but this isn't over. The story continues.
You now have everything you need, Leo. All that's left is to breathe, slow down, and try to get some sleep before the biggest day of your career. Tomorrow, it's the main event final table. 9 players, $10 million, a place in history. We can't wait to live this extraordinary moment with you in the next episode of Inside the Mind of a Pro.